Did I hear you correctly when you said that you can question the 2014 General Appropriations Act?
24. No,
It's
20,
not yet a law.
Not yet a law.
So you're not questioning that
No, Your
here. You're questioning the 2013.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. When the President has a veto power, line item veto over the General Appropriations Act, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. That's part of the check and balance between Congress and the executive. The Congress will pass a budget. The President can make a line item veto if he doesn't want that money to be spent there. If he thinks that it's a waste of money to put that 1 billion or 2 billion to a project that's not needed, correct? That's
Correct,
why
Your
there
Honor.
is that veto power.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, if PDAF is instituted and the legislator will identify the project after the passage of the law, then the President has no chance to veto that item later on.
No, Your Honor.
Yeah, because the legislator now, if he thinks that the President will veto this item, he will put it in PDAF. And the President lost his chance to veto it. So the PDAF also violates the right of the President to veto line items in the General Appropriations Act, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And this destroys the check and balance between the legislature and the President when it comes to appropriations, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, there was also a mention earlier about inappropriate provisions. Now, in Philconsa versus Enriquez, the court said you cannot put in the General Appropriations Act a provision repealing a law. Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is inappropriate.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, the provisions now in the 2013 PDAF are all related to the 27 billion PDAF fund, how it will be released, how the project will be identified, how it can be realigned. So it's all related. The court in Philconsa said if the provision in the budget has no relation to the item, then that is inappropriate. But all these provisions that we've discussed are appropriate, but only unconstitutional, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, what happens now if if these provisions, and there are several of them, are declared unconstitutional? What happens to the fund?
Then, Your Honor, it's no longer valid, Your Honor.
So the appropriation itself is void.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the funds will revert to the general fund, correct? The unappropriated surplus of the
Yes.
general fund. There has to be another appropriation to get it out, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So Congress can actually pass a supplemental budget now if it wants
If it wants to, Your Honor.
to spend the balance of about 13 billion that has not been released in the PDAF, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
But they will have to do a line item already, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And in that line item, that is really the intention of the framers of the Constitution, because it gives the President a chance to veto the item if he thinks it's a waste of government money, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
But if you use the PDAF model where you pass the budget and the legislator will identify the project later on, the President cannot veto it anymore, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So the PDAF is also a circumvention of the power of the President to veto line items, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Counsel.
Justice Bersamin, Attorney Alcantara.
Yeah, before I go to Attorney Alcantara, may I ask Chairman Pulido Tan to respond? Kahulihang tanong ko po sa inyo, ito po, kung halimbawa lamang, at nangyayari ito, tao lamang tayo, doon kayo sa COA, may pinalampas kayo, inapprove ninyo na mga ganitong mga bagay, no? Itong PDAF, dumaan sa ganyan, pero may irregularidad, merong legalidad like hindi dumaan sa proseso na tama pero lumusot sa mga kamay ng auditor ng COA, Ano po ang mangyayari dyan? May official na kuwan kayo, pagsang-ayon.
Kung nakalusot po at hindi na wala na pong nakapansin, ay talaga pong lulusot yun. Pero kung makakatch naman ho, somehow, meron din po kaming kapangyarihan na yung i-reopen po yung taon na yon para mabalikan yung particular na transaction na yan.
Ito po ang tinutungo ko. Kung lumusot sa COA auditor, lumusot sa COA, sa commission mismo, tapos merong nagising na isang mama, kagaya ni Professor Alcantara, nagdemanda. Viable kaya ang demanda laban doon sa COA at saka yung mismong party na sumausaw?
Palagay ko po, I mean, in the realm of possibilities, why not?
Meron pong nangyaring ganyan. Si GMA, na-demanda pati yung COA auditor na nag-approve sa kanya. In the scheme of things, pwede bang gawin yon na hindi naman dinis-approve ng Supreme Court yung approval ng COA?
I'm sorry, sir.
Di ba
Hindi
may
po.
hierarchy tayo? Ang COA, sinabi mo kanina, kung merong mga aksyon ng COA, inaapela sa Supreme Court. Pero maalala ko lang, wag na lang. Kasi pending case pala yan. Gusto ko lang puntahan. Thank you, ma'am. Thank
Salamat
you.
pa.
Si Professor Alcantara, mukhang more than 70 na kayo, no? Gusto kong tanungin ang mga huling tanong ko sa inyo. Ilan taon na po si Professor Alcantara ngayon?
Magiging 79 na po.
79.
Opo.
Kayo po ba ay nagbabayad ng buwis?
Sa tingin ko ho naman.
Sa tingin lang ninyo.
Opo.
Anong klaseng buwis